and Uzbekistan, and the referee from Bulgaria, MATYAKUBOV.
Pull it down.
Is that right?
MATYAKUBOV of Ukraine in the red, and Matthews of Eswatini in the blue. Eswatini still known in a lot of places, in English-speaking countries anyway, as Swaziland. But you see the lettering on the back of his vest there is ESW, so I will stick with Eswatini.
Round one.
So bell goes at the start of the first. A couple of good jabs there early doors from MATYAKUBOV, and he's caught Matthews a couple of times already. Another jab just planted squarely into the face of Matthews, who's got a kind of tense, rather startled look about him. Just needs to kind of feel his way into this fight if he can. Comes forward there, does well, just drops his height, flexing the knees and throws a right hand into the body. Looking for the right hand off the back of the jab there. MATYAKUBOV didn't quite get it. Good hands on the inside there from the Ukrainian. Right to the body again there from Matthews. He's settled down a bit. He's getting caught there by the left hand, but early on I did fear for him that first 10-15 seconds, because he was just standing right in front of MATYAKUBOV, offering up his chin, and MATYAKUBOV was hitting him on it with relish. Left hand there from MATYAKUBOV, though, that catches Matthews clean, and he gets a standing count. He's not that impressed with it, but it was a good, solid blow. I can see why the referee did that. He does tend to lead with his chin a bit, to say the least, Matthews. He's certainly not afraid to engage, but he's got that wide stance. He kind of leans in with the head, but also goes in with the chin high, and MATYAKUBOV, who is a quality operator, is finding it pretty regularly in this opening round. Nice 1-2 there. I think the referee could easily have jumped in there, and she does this time. That's another standing count. He's brave here, Matthews, but I'm afraid he's a bit out of his depth. Nice crisp 1-2 again there from MATYAKUBOV. You can't really miss him at the moment. He's trying to fight back, Matthews, and give him credit for that. Good right-hander once again. And he's just following him around the ring here, the Ukrainian. There's nowhere for Matthews to go, nowhere at all. That ring is a small place when you're on the receiving end, and that's what he's finding here. Trapped back in the corner. Did well, actually, there, just to almost manoeuvre his way out of it. Final few seconds of round one. Stiff right hand again. Well, a couple landed right on the bell, maybe just fractionally after the end of that first 3 minutes, and a couple of standing counts there for Callum Matthews. And I think I just heard in the corner there, the Eswatini corner, telling him that he's not using his jab, and that's true, but there's all sorts of things that aren't going his way. They need to be careful with him here, because a 10-7, you don't see many 10-7s, you really don't. I wouldn't argue with it, though. It was a definite 10-8, a 10-8 all day long. And there's a 10-7 from Vardan Bagdarassian. And as I was just saying, the Eswatini corner, they need to be careful with him here, because I think one more standing count and the referee will probably stop this anyway, but...
Seconds out, please.
I'm not entirely sure that he's learning all that much from this, because he's just in with somebody who is a lot better than him. Trying to jab. The corner did ask for the jab. Left followed by the right there. And again, those are solid, solid punches. Another standing count from the referee. And what will she do when she gets to 8 here? And she's allowing it to continue. Again, just caught clean. He's getting caught clean all the time here. He's taking them well, Matthews. He's brave, he's got a solid chin, but it is pretty painful to watch now, to be honest. MATYAKUBOV just shrugs him off and again just pins him with the right hand. Goes to the body this time. And the referee gives another standing count and she waves it over, and that's the right thing to do, because Callum Matthews was getting a beating. That's the only way to describe it. Gets a pat on the back from the trainer there. And there's nothing to be ashamed of there for Matthews, nothing at all. He's come to the Youth World Championships. This is a very, very high standard, and he's not had a great deal of luck with the draw there, getting MATYAKUBOV first up. He was a quality operator. He got hit with a lot. He never got put down, had some standing counts, and he was always throwing back. There was absolutely nothing wrong with his fighting spirit. Nothing whatsoever. But I'm glad that came to an end when it did.
Ladies and gentlemen, and the results of the bout number 167 in the ring B, win by RSC in the second round. From the red corner, Bozorboi, MATYAKUBOV, Ukraine.
So the Uzbek-born Ukrainian, MATYAKUBOV, said he came with a good reputation, and he showed us something there. Very accurate. Good bit of pop on his punches. It is fair to say that he was up against an opponent there who couldn't live with him. But he got the job done, and he got it done in good style. He didn't rush anything. He didn't go too gung-ho, get overexcited, looked to load up and go for a spectacular knockout. He just took care of business. So one more fight, one more to go in the light welterweight division. That will be between Krasimir Zhurov of Bulgaria, who we saw yesterday, or the day before, beating Stefan Wozniakowski of Moldova by unanimous decision, the European junior champion. He's up against Callum Kane of Scotland. Scotland, the only one of the United Kingdom nations to send a team to this World Youth Championships. Wales, England and Ireland decided against it. They made that decision earlier in the year, as did other countries, because current state of the world, it's very difficult to predict